to be played like a tournament because of the COVID-19. So we were back again for this new season of 2020-2021 season, where the Champions League was covering a lot. And it seems like the Spanish Giants teams are always going to be in trouble with the way that Atletico, with the way Bayern Munich plays. Because remember, Bayern Munich did embarrass. Yeah, you know this story, guys. I'm just repeating it. Bayern Munich did embarrass Barcelona by beating them by 8 goals to 2 last season when they were playing in that tournament of the Champions League. Then this time yesterday when they were playing at Germany, Bayern Munich played against Atletico Madrid. So it was another embarrassment where Atletico Madrid were beaten by 4 goals to 0. So in other words, we can now say that Luis Suarez has lost, I think we can say 14-2 against Bayern Munich. So I think he's having a nightmare. He no longer want to play with the Bayern Munich. So guys, before we go anywhere with this story and looking at all the games that were played and what happened, I wanna hear your thoughts. I wanna hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about yesterday's games and in general all the games that were played this week of the Champions League? At the same time, what did you think about the game between Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid, and other games we'll talk about them, like the Liverpool, the Real Madrid losing? So there are a lot of things that we need to talk about today, guys, before we go anywhere far. But please do me a favor right about now. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you are going to enjoy these things about the talk that we're going to have about football. It's going to be amazing. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you're thinking, guys, because this is why we're here, to watch football and to enjoy each and every moment we spend in this football time. So like I said, Bayern Munich was playing against Atletico Madrid yesterday. A good game in everyone's case, I think. A lot of people can say that. This was the game. You all know what happened. Let me put myself a little bit here, so let me refix this. So, Atletico Madrid went to Bayern for the first game of Group A. This is Group A. The reason why it's Group A is because Bayern Munich won the Champions League, right? Yeah, so they have to be in the Group A. I believe it's Group A. I think it's Group A. So it was played so well, and the first goal came exactly 28 minutes, which was scored by Kingsley Coman, and also Lino. Oh, so there's a comment here. And there's Leonel Goretzka scored as well, and Corentilo scored the other goal. Then Kingsley Coman finished the goal by 4 goals. So we can all agree that Coman was the man of the match of the game. Lewandowski was not really in the game, guys. I need to tell you, I really didn't see him. And if you are wondering, Leroy Sané was not even in the game. At the same time, when we say Leroy Sané, also the next player who was not in the game was Gnabry, because he was caught with coronavirus and he had to be out for the game. So can you believe a team of Bayern Munich playing with, I think, about 2 of their best stars, and their main best player who scores not even on form, they're able to play by Spanish Giants and embarrass him? A team like Atletico Madrid, a Spain giant team, the team that you expected to actually be dominating and doing a lot of things, they were embarrassed. They were in shambles, guys, beaten 4 goals to 0. I would take a loss, but not to this point, because it is actually embarrassing to actually look at this. Look who's talking. I was beaten by 7 goals to 2, but that's how it is in football. Bayern Munich are really enjoying to embarrass these big teams, and are doing it just for the fun of it. That is the interesting part. So let me hear your thoughts on the game, guys. How did you see it? So of course, like I said, Coman got the man of the match, which he had the highest rating in terms of his performance. And Black looked like a no keeper, because he was really in trouble. He tried to save this team. Like, let me tell you guys, Bayern Munich had 16 shots at goal, and in those 16 shots, Black did save some, because some were going out, but a lot of them he did save. But the only ones that he couldn't save were the ones that went straight to become goals. So it's a worrisome thing, because it means that Atletico Madrid are also one of the teams now that they're registering actually going out. Now let me show you. So we can actually say by looking at this, this shows all the shots that were shot. So few I think we can say they're off target, but most of them I think they were on target. So interesting by the keeper. Interesting. So let me hear your thoughts, guys. How did you see the game? Passes, they overtake them, and in terms of position of the game, of course, I'm sure this team did dominate. So it was embarrassing to watch, guys. I was watching it as a part match of the game that I was watching also of Liverpool versus Ajax, which also Liverpool got back into winning ways after 2 games in the Premier League, losing and drawing. Now they're back into winning ways. So that has to feel such kind of like good for us, the Liverpool supporters, for me basically. So it's amazing to be seeing, guys, and we wait to see what happens next. So let me hear your thoughts, guys, about these games, guys, and how can you rate the first week of the Champions League? How was it for you? Who impressed you, and what did you expect? Did you get your expectation met by the games that were played? Please do me a favor, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe. That is the best way you help us at Football Connect, because that is the way that you help us. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another way that I can say, but the best way is to click by that subscribe button and never miss, and click the bell icon so that it can notify you when we come into the streams, so that you never miss anything. So it's always nice to be with you guys, to be talking about this and talking about football, because we love football. So let's talk about the other games that were played. Let me set myself up right now before we go to talk about the other games. I'm just going to go to the Champions League as a whole and look at the group stages, how they are looking like and what is going to happen. So in terms of groups, let me see, it's still loading. Okay. In terms of groups, remember it's divided into groups. So right about now, let me see so that I change my screen so that you see this. So a lot of teams, big teams that we were expecting them to be up there. Some, yes, did manage to get the win and they were able to stay that up. But some, they were humbled by all the teams that were playing with it, the small teams that they were playing with. They were humbled, they were beaten, and you cannot really expect them to be losing, but they were beaten. And now we are taking the L. It's really crazy, because Champions League will shock you this season if you look away. Look at now what happened to Atletico Madrid. They don't even understand how things went into that way. It's really interesting to see what's happening, but that's why we love football. Football has too much or too many surprises. That's why we watch it each and every time, so that we smile about it. So yeah, it's set now. Downloading. Let me show you in Group A. Group A. So in Group A, the teams is Bayern Munich, Salzburg, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Atletico Madrid. Number 1, it is Bayern Munich. Number 2, Salzburg, which they did draw with Lokomotiv Moscow. So let's just call it a draw. I don't know why they're like this. Then Atletico Madrid, number 4. But I believe Atletico Madrid can still make it to be number 2, so that they qualify to the next round. Because looking at the other teams that are there, Salzburg and Lokomotiv Moscow, I don't think they have enough in their shoes to actually beat these other teams. So, of course, Bayern Munich will finish as the group winner there, and the rest will follow. So that is it for the Group A. The next one is Group B. Table B. Schalke Donetsk played against Real Madrid yesterday, and they did beat them by 3-2, which they scored their first 3 goals in the first half. So we can say pretty much the game was finished in the first half. So they did play to the next stage and all the things that were scored, and that's how it went. So Schalke is the one that is on top. Inter Milan number 2, after beating Borussia Gara, whatever you call it, is the other team that was beaten. Then the next team is Borussia. What is the other team? Then the last team is Real Madrid, which were beaten by Schalke. The only team with a draw, with a loss. Oh, by the way, Inter Milan and Borussia, they did draw. So it's a 1-1 there, and we'll wait and see what happens next. So I don't know, I want to hear from you guys. How did you see the performance of Real Madrid? I looked at the game. I was watching the game, and I did a watch along for that. I think a lot of people did tune in for that. what is wrong with the Madrid? Can they go anywhere far in the Champions League if they are gonna keep performing the way they were performing yesterday? It's a thing that we don't really like to talk about and we don't really like to look at it, but it's the truth. If you don't perform, you don't make it to the next stage. And at this moment, Madrid didn't perform, and that is the reason why they were beaten yesterday. Schalke were on point. They played their game plan into point, and they did won the what am I saying? The results that they were interested in, they did got them, and now they're looking to the next stage at the team that they're playing next week, which I will do cover at the end of the day before I go out of this video. So it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see because Madrid, you expect them to do better, especially against this small team. If they're beaten by this small team, Inter of course will beat them. And I don't know, maybe it's just a out of form situation in which they can sort out and they come back out of bed with a better plan and a better game line to actually play. Because what I saw there, I wasn't really impressed. Not at all. I'm not going to try to lie or sugarcoat it or make it look interesting. I was not impressed. Madrid played horribly bad and they were punished for making mistakes and they lost. Varane even scored himself, if I'm sure. Yes, Varane did score himself. So if you are hearing players scoring themselves, it is a problem indeed. So, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe to this page. That is the best way you help us here at the Football Connect. And tell me your thoughts about the Champions League, how it was with you, and what did you take? What did you take out of the games? What impressed you? I want to hear that in the comment section because that's what we want to hear. But we move on to the next games that were played, guys, so that we move on with time. Let me hear your thoughts. I'm waiting for your thoughts also in the comment section, like I said. So the next game that was played, which is Group C, which had Manchester City, the one from England, Olympiacos, and Marseille and Porto. Porto were beaten by Manchester City yesterday. They lost by at least, was it 3 goals to 1? I think it was 3 goals to 1. Yes, it was 3 goals to 1. So which puts Manchester City at a good place. Because if they are leading in terms of what they've done, they are safe to see what happens next after this. But the way they're looking like, Olympiacos and Man City are the ones who goes to the next round, but I think that is going to change. I see Porto going to the next round. They will beat Olympiacos, they will beat Marseille, and Manchester City will beat the other teams unless if they lose focus or somehow, somewhere. But they will win all the games and they'll move on to the next stage. Let me tell you if you think so. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section right about now. Don't forget to like, guys, and subscribe. That is the best way you help us at Football Connect. Group D. Group D had Atalanta, Liverpool, Ajax, and the Midlands. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Midlands. So, Liverpool did play against Ajax, which finished at a 1-0 goal. A goal which was actually scored by an Ajax player after Sadio Mane putting so much pressure to force the player to score himself. So that's how they went up on top. But they did manage to hold on the game. People were really worried looking at the defense of my team, thinking that they will not really succeed or they will not do enough. But looking at the game, guys, we can all agree and say that they did enough to actually, not enough, they did so good to actually be in this game and they won the game. Now we look at the next game because remember, Ajax and Liverpool are the teams that were deemed to. Ajax was the team that was deemed to be Liverpool's greatest threat. So I don't know whatever you're gonna say. You might not say we might say Ajax didn't turn up for the game, or you might say that things didn't go really according to plan. Whatever you say, but Liverpool were able to get something out of the game, which was a 1-0, and now they move on to the next stage. So let me hear your thoughts about the game. How did it impress you, and what are you expecting to see from the next games that are coming? That is my question in the comment section. Please do answer me right now. And Atlanta did play against FC Midlands. I think that's how you go. Midlands, I don't know how you call it or how you pronounce it. They won by 4-0, which makes them the team that is on top, that are leading right about now. We will see how the game will change and what will happen, but that's where we are at the moment. Then Champions League Group E did see us watching Rennes playing against Rennes, Castova, Chelsea, Sevilla. That's how the games were like. So Rennes did play against Castova and they did draw, but that draw was better to be put on top. Oh, I don't even know why they did that. They just put in terms of Why is that Chelsea is number 3 then? Because Chelsea did draw and Sevilla did draw. It doesn't make sense. That's how they decided to set up the group. But Chelsea didn't turn up for the game. In fact, you might actually say they were actually in trouble with the way they were playing against Sevilla. But I believe that is going to change because I know they're going to beat Rennes and they'll beat Scatadona or whatever you pronounce that. So we move on to Group F. Group F did see Lazio, Club Brugge, Zenit and Borussia Dortmund play. And Lazio did beat Borussia Dortmund horribly by beating them by 3 goals. Was it 3 goals to 1 or something? I think so. It was 3 goals to 1. I'm not really sure. Then, yes, it was 3 goals to 1. Then Club Brugge played against Zenit and Club Brugge did win by, what was it? 2 goals to 1, I think. Yeah, it was 2 goals to 1. So that's why Zenit and Borussia Dortmund are down in there, because the other teams did win. But I feel like that is going to change. Dortmund will make it to actually move on to the next round, and they'll beat Club Brugge and Zenit, and Lazio will beat the other teams as well. So Lazio and Borussia Dortmund are the teams that goes to the next level for me. We move on to the Group G. Group G did see us watch Barcelona, Juve, Dynamo, and is it Ferencváros or something playing. So the first game was Barcelona, the first game was Juventus versus Dynamo, and Juventus did score 2 goals in the last minute or in the last half, which get them the victory to see to the next stage. So which means Dynamo is down is really down in terms of where they are in the list. Then Barcelona did play against Fenerbahce and they won by 5 goals to 1. They only considered 1 because Pico was sent off, so Barcelona was now playing with a 9-man team, but it was able to do enough to actually win the game. That is the interesting thing that really impressed me about this game. So let me hear your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. How do you see these things going, and which one was your favorite team? And don't forget to click like and subscribe if you are a football supporter. I'm gonna continue as well to talk about Atletico Madrid because I have some things to say about Simeone, so you might want to tune in for that. I'll say that very, very soon. Okay, so Group H did see SARS, Red Bull, Leipzig, Manchester United, PSG, and Istanbul. So there's another big team in PSG. I did already made a video about this, talking about this game. You can check it out. I did made it yesterday, so you can check it out if you are interested. But I did say this to the world that PSG might say whatever they say. I heard there was a time when Mbappe made fun of the Premier League, but the Premier League will always be a bigger league than the French league, and it really did prove in that game by the way they were beaten by a team that is struggling, that is currently number 14 in the Premier League by 2 goals to 1. So that shows you that you need to respect the Premier League, in fact. Then Red Bull Salzburg played against Istanbul and they did win by 2 goals to 0, I believe so. So that is how the game played, and that's how the game was played and how things went in that group. So my predictions, I see PSG. It's going to be interesting to see between PSG, Manchester United, and Leipzig which one goes in. So I'm going to wait on that one. I don't want to put myself in trouble, especially in Group H. But you guys can do me a favor. Put your predictions in the comment section. Which team do you see them moving on to the next level there? I want to hear that right about now. I'm looking for the last thing. Okay, so I just did cover all the groups which were about to H. So let me hear your thoughts about that analysis. Now let's go back to the story of the day, the reason why we're actually tuning in to this thing, and we are talking about Bayern Munich. How Bayern Munich are really dominating the European League at the moment as the best teams in terms of how they're humiliating some of the teams that we believe them to be the biggest teams and some of them that we thought were the biggest teams. You actually understand what I'm saying here as we go on. Let's talk, for example, Barcelona 4 months ago, or even 3 or 4 months ago, they did meet up with Barcelona where they embarrassed Barcelona by beating them by the 8, was it? I think it was 8, by 8 goals to 2. And the Luis Suarez was one of the players who was there in Barcelona who got humiliated and lost the game. So is that a thing now that this team will always go after this team and embarrass them to this extent and leave them wondering what's happening. Is that how things are going to go on from now on? It's really something that is, it's a problem, I believe, in my case. But we'll wait and see how things goes. But they were beaten, guys, and it was bad to actually watch. But I hope they come back in this team with a better attitude, with a better mission, so they can actually get something out of this game. Because if they don't, they'll keep getting humiliated, getting hammered, and they'll keep losing games. So let's move on to the next things that happened. Now they come to play with Atletico Madrid. Bayern Munich, they were playing against Atletico Madrid, and they come up with a game plan which couldn't allow defense of Simeone to actually be in the game. Well, tell me, guys, I did watch almost 60 or 75 of the game, so I know what was happening. Because remember, my main match was between Liverpool, which was playing with Ajax, which we got the results, and I'm really happy for that. But at the same time, you don't expect a club with the way we read them of Atletico to be embarrassed in that manner and losing in that manner. That was unthinkable, and I don't even know what to say. It was embarrassing to watch. I didn't even know where to look, but they lost the game. So that is the question. Now we want to write in our storybook how they are going to return from this when they meet again with Bayern Munich at their own home ground. How is Atletico going to come back from this game? Because a lot of people are going to be waiting or expecting them to do come back in this game. Because if they don't, then they might be embarrassed again. That's what I think. They will be embarrassed again. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What went wrong for Atletico Madrid? What were the tactics that went so wrong that didn't allow them to actually be in the game as much as they thought they would be in the game? Because you can't be doing like that and getting embarrassed to that manner, to that extent. That is actually hard to swallow. You understand what I mean? Because you are not expecting something like that to happen, but when it happens, it left you bothered a lot. So let's see what happens, guys. That's what I believe. I want to see how the game will go, and I want to see how Atletico Madrid will bounce back from this. And like I said, let me look at that group again. Like I did say, in my head, I believe and I'm trusting that at least there be a comeback from this team. Let's look at the teams, the next game that they're playing with. So, no, that is the Manchester City Porto. The next game, okay, so Atletico here is Salzburg and Moscow. That's why I was saying they can actually make it. So, as much as they were embarrassed, I think they have a chance to rewrite the story and get something. So, okay, before we go far, guys, I need to show you something. Team of the week, according to who scored, we should actually put the team of the week to show you for you guys who were the best players in this game or in this Champions League time. And of course the keeper, I don't even know where he was from. Then Juventus, then Fabinho from Liverpool, C. Romero's from Atlanta, Juventus Danilo, and Schalke Teles, and Kimmich, Gong, and the Coleman. On top is Messi and Zapata. I think that's how you pronounce it, Zapata from Atlanta. So that's how the game was like. What an amazing performance that I did see from Fabinho, guys. It was actually amazing to see. So guys, don't miss out on the things that are coming on, especially the El Clasico. I'll be doing a watch along for that, so you need to be here to watch those. You need to just subscribe to the Football Connect so that when they're on, you never really did miss anything. You actually enjoy the time. So do that right about now, guys, and we'll see how things will go. So at the moment as we are speaking, we are moving on to a chance or to a situation where we are now checking how the group stages are looking and how the things are looking like. Because remember, we are enjoying this game and we love this type of games that we see teams losing, the big teams being embarrassed and stuff like that. But anyway, let's move on to the next step, which is the fixtures for next week for the Champions League. I'm gonna do a Premier League video, so you might wanna check it out for that one later, talking about the games that they played and look at the fixtures that are coming during the weekend. But anyway, let's not cover that at the moment. Let's look at the games that are coming next. So we come back to our PlayStation Who Scored, which has actually become an amazing channel. or an amazing website, because it never really disappoints. It gives you all the things that you're looking for, and it makes it easy for us to actually enjoy doing football. That's what I'm doing for doing the analysis of football. It makes it so much easy. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Talk about what you are expecting to see from these games, guys, because it's gonna be amazing. In the second week of the Champions League, it's gonna be amazing to see what happens. So let me show you right about now. I had to remove my face there because I want it to be so clear for you guys when you are looking at these things. So you're actually gonna see me load. That is the interesting part. So we are moving on to the next fixtures. So on Tuesday, which is the 28th of October 2020, the first game is Moscow versus Bayern Munich, which is gonna be played in the around 7 o'clock, which I'm gonna try to do a watch along for that. Then the next game is Inter versus Schalke. I wanna watch what happens there, so I don't know which game I'll watch. It's either the Bayern Munich game, then check it out on the Inter or what. You tell me what you think in the comment section. Which game do you wanna watch? Then Borussia Galaba playing against Real Madrid. Real Madrid need a comeback. FC Porto versus Olympiacos. Then Marseille versus Man City. Liverpool versus FC Majes. Ajax versus Atalanta. Then Atletico Madrid versus Salzburg. So the biggest game for me, I feel like in the 8 o'clock time, it's Atalanta versus Ajax. I will be watching that game. Then we'll give you some updates on other games, how they're going. I hope you'll be impressed for that. Also the Real Madrid as well. It's going to be interesting to see. Then on Wednesday, Istanbul is playing Paris Saint-Germain in the first. Then Chelsea playing against the Koda, or whatever the team is pronounced or what. Then Sevilla versus Rennes at 8. Club Brugge versus Lazio. Borussia Dortmund versus Zenit. And the fancy... What is this? How do you pronounce that, guys? Okay, and Fenerbahce versus Diet Kiev and Juventus versus Barcelona. So on Wednesday, it's no joke. I'll be watching Barcelona and Juventus as the watch along goes on. And on the last game, it's Manchester United versus Leipzig. So I might do something about the United game, but I'll cover most of the time on the Juventus Barcelona game. I hope you'll be excited to see what happens. I'll come back later on during the week to give you my predictions of all these games. Then we'll see what happens when it comes. So guys, this was the Champions League of this week. Let me hear your thoughts. How was the games for you? What impressed you? What excited you? And how did you see the games? Because I believe it was a bang and it was amazing to watch. And we'll see how the games will go as we move on with these things. So this was the Champions League, guys. Your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me your thoughts and what you're expecting to see in the next week. After we already seen Atletico being the team of the week, which was a Atletico Madrid versus Bayern, which was also the game of the week, where Bayern Munich really destroyed the team. So the next teams that we are expecting to see, the team of the, let me say, Atletico versus Bayern was played yesterday, so it was the team of the week yesterday. Then looking at the day before yesterday, Barcelona did play against what? That team, and they won by 5 goals to 0. But was it the team of the week? Let me see. Paris Saint-Germain being beaten by Manchester United was the game of Tuesday, and Wednesday it was the game between Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Those were my game of the week. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well. And also my bonus game of the week was Real Madrid being beaten by Shakhtar. And the funny part about this, guys, that you didn't know, the team that beat Real Madrid, didn't have at least 90% of their players in the ground because they were injured. So that leaves you a mark to wonder what is wrong with the mentality of the team of Real Madrid. They need to sort of their mentalities so that they can actually compete and get something in the game. But rather than that, everything was okay, guys. I really did an amazing time, and I believe you too also did enjoy the games. Please don't forget, do us a favor, click the like button, click the subscribe button. We'll be back again very later on, around 5 or 6. I don't know what time I'll come back. Then we'll be talking about the games that were played on during the weekend in the Premier League, then look at other leagues like La Liga, Serie A, and the German League. But I think we'll cover more the La Liga and the Serie A, because I'll be doing the classic on Saturday, so you don't want to miss that, guys. It's gonna be an amazing, it's gonna be the mouth-watering best time to actually enjoy football. This has been Sam, guys. This has been the Football Connect. Thank you very much for watching. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Which was your team of the week? Like I did give you my team of the week for Monday. Give me the team of the week for Tuesday and the team of the week for Wednesday. I want to hear that right about now, and we'll meet again on another video. So thank you very much for watching.